We got a lot of parts, and we finally got time to put them on. Let's get all these out of the truck. We'll get them unboxed, and I'll show you what we're going to be doing. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, what is all this shit on this table? It's not like normal shit you're going to see a content creator do. This is not go fast parts. This isn't, oh my God, guys, we got a fucking turbo. This is mostly aesthetics. This is a little bit of quality of life improvement, but mostly aesthetics for a daily driver. This is shit that most people are going to be trying to do at home by themselves anyway, so relatable content. Well, this is it. All out of the box. Really isn't too much once you get it out of all the big boxes. But what we have is, we have some general detailing stuff. Now keep in mind, I already own a buffing machine and some compounds and whatnot. But I got a clay bar, some other miscellaneous cleaners, all in preparation to ceramic coat the truck when it's all said and done. We got some clear marker Amazon headlight housings, replacement third brake light housing, LED reverse lights. For some of the interior panels, I thought this would be a cool idea. I got some forged carbon hydro dip film, so that should look pretty cool if it all goes to plan. Lizard skin spray-in sound deadener, and I got this little ground loop isolator, which is like the alternator whine you get in your radio sometimes. This is supposed to get rid of that, so hopefully these two things in conjunction make the already pretty nice Alpine sound system I have in this truck sound much, much better. I think the first thing that we do is let's get the interior out of this truck. There it is, the interior is fully gutted. I had to leave the harness in the truck. I did put the ground bolts back on and run the nuts down just so I don't get any kind of any of the sound deadener on the grounding locations. I left this loose so I can move it while I'm spraying. I couldn't pull the harness out, like I said, because it ties in to driver's side and passenger side. There's no connector, so I'm just gonna have to work around that. I got the door speakers and everything out of the doors. We're gonna spray the doors and the floorboard. Leave the factory insulation here because it seems like too much of a pain to get out. And also back here, I'm leaving it. It has all these cables and whatnot for the seat belts. Anyway, the two factory insulations are staying. They should serve the purpose well enough. We're just gonna be spraying the floorboards and the door panels. I got the first coat on the doors. I didn't go crazy. I didn't wanna get up here and get it on any of the rubber trim, and I didn't want it to overspray. It is kind of sprayy, but it doesn't look like I got anything on the dash. The dash is very dirty right now, but all those specs are not this stuff. Yeah, I think you need at least like a 20-30 gallon compressor to run this. Right now I'm running it on like a 10-15 gallon, whatever the hell that little thing is, and it's almost constantly running, so keep that in mind if you're going to be doing this. You got to run a lot of pressure through this gun, but it goes on really easy. There's our lizard skin all sprayed. I'm gonna put a clip of the sound before and after back to back. A little before sound. I don't really know if I can tell a difference right now. Theoretically, it should be good. I think the best thing for us is gonna be the stuff that I sprayed inside and this little bit on the outside of the doors. I think all this insulation inside of here is gonna help tremendously, but we won't know until we give it a test drive. But now I'm gonna throw the door panels back on and start putting everything back together. Just a little tip, when you have your door panels, as you're taking them off, put all the different trim pieces for each door in the pocket. So when you're going back together, it's just that much easier. Okay, before we put the carpet back in, because I would need to bolt these down, we need a new weather seal. And on these extended cabs, it's a long little bitch. It goes all the way around, and it ties back together right there. I've tried to put this on once before in the past, and I don't know what's wrong with it, what's wrong with me, what the deal is. You'd think it just clicks right on there. No, it's like the little metal piece See the little metal piece inside of there? It's like it's not squeezed closed. It wouldn't grip onto this, so now's as good a time as any. We gotta figure out how to make that work. See, this is what I'm talking about. I got it worked all the way around right now. We're about 2 to 3 inches too long. It just, you can see, like, there's where the old one went to. It's just barely biting. I got it to take on this side, and here, like, it's just barely on there. It's not even really connected. So I'm sure the slack is because it's just not seated all the way. But my God, is it a pain in my ass. Well, I don't know what the right answer is, but I know what my answer is. I got everything just pushed over as far as I can. What I ended up doing is I pinched, because this is like a metal U inside of here. Yeah, you see that little piece of metal? That's like a U, and that's what clips onto the pinch weld. I pinched that all the way around. I ran some lubricant throughout the whole gasket. I figured out you can get it to go on better. You gotta kind of push and roll this inside edge. You can't just go straight up with it. If you apply all your pressure to this piece, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to shove it on there. But like I said, I don't know if it's supposed to come factory cut to length and I just have that much slack missing. I don't see a way possible I do. But I'm gonna cut mine and just put it together. Yep, I'm gonna cut it right here. All right. There's so many layers of stuff to cut. Okay, you saw me do all that on camera. Don't ask me how the metal is cut. I don't know if this thing is segmented throughout here or what, but maybe it is meant to be cut to length. I don't know. I don't know what kind of sense that makes. I'm not going to question it. I'm going to put it together and hope that my length was correct. Oh yeah. They are segmented. We got the carpet in and the wires routed to where they need to go. I haven't got the amps put in yet. Kind of getting sidetracked. While we got the carpet cleaner out, figured it'd be a good time to give these seats a little love before we put them back in too. You can see they got some staining. They're just cloth seats. Hell, it's a 2013 truck. They're friggin' 12 years old, 13 years old at this point. So let's see if we can't make them look a little bit nicer. Got a little stain extractor mixed up. I just mixed up some of this stuff right here. I was just found it on Amazon. It's going to be my new all-purpose cleaner from now on. This is the best smelling shit I've ever used. I don't know how to describe it. It's definitely a familiar smell. It's well worth its weight in gold. If it is nothing but water with a smell that has no cleaning effect whatsoever, I'm still buying it. It smells that damn good. There's still obviously some spots, and it's still drying, so maybe it'll turn out better than that. But that's the seat I haven't done yet, and they were in the same shape before we started, so without a doubt, much, much better. Still all kind of little imperfections. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's a bunch of shit that's obvious with this seat. Little stains that it didn't pull out and stuff, and I'm sure there's a better tool for the job than this little thing I got, but it's what I got, so it's what I'm using. So we got our carpet back in. I got the mid-range amp wired up. A fairly clean install. I did already mess up. Only got one ground loop insulator, whatever the fuck that is. Should have got two. Got two channels going in the mid-range. I put it on the front channel. That's where I'm gonna notice most of the whine anyway, so If it does help anything, I'll be able to tell, hopefully. The rear amp, it used to live in that hole, and that's just the back of the cab, so I can't put any screws in it. And when it sets in that hole vertically, it just kind of rattles and bounces against the metal. So I'm gonna get all the seats put in. It'll make it a little bit harder to install the amp, but then I'll pick where to put it after I get the seats in the way. Before I blow my back out putting these seats in here by myself again, if you don't already know, I'm gonna put you on a little bit of game. These brackets here and here, it's actually 6 of them. Two more over there on the other end. Those are rear seat lift kit brackets. They mount to your factory locations with factory hardware, and they come with hardware to bolt your seats to these holes in the top of the new brackets. So it gives you about 2.5 inches of room, I can't remember. But if you want to stuff a speaker box underneath the back seat and you just don't have the room, that's a great solution for it. There's the rear seats mounted. That's how I ended up mounting the rear amp. It's just the wire coming out to the sub whenever it gets put in. Now I'm gonna get the rest of the interior pieces cleaned up and put in place. Alright guys, I kind of didn't have a direction this whole video. I didn't know what was really going on. I was just filming to film stuff. I mainly do TikToks, which I know that sounds stupid, but that's just where I've started making content. And I haven't quite figured out the YouTube thing yet, so I don't know if it was a clear intro or outro, or like if there was anybody even knew what the whole video was going on about. I'm stopping where I'm at. I got the interior in the truck. We got the lizard skin sprayed. And that's gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna go and do another video in the future, very soon. It's actually going on right now. I just filmed the TikTok. But in the next series, we're gonna be taking off all these trim pieces, the steering wheel and gauge bezel, dipping them in hydro film and changing out the headlights, dipping the bow ties. But I appreciate you sticking around while I'm struggling to learn how to make YouTube videos. Have a good day. Peace.